In this video, I'm going to talk about the Magic Wand tool. The Magic Wand tool is a great tool for when you need a shape without a background, but you can't find a PNG that you like that already has a transparent background. So this PNG already has a transparent background. There's no rectangle of color behind it. All we see is the text. Sometimes we just can't find something that has a transparent background already, and we have an image we really want to use. In my case, I'd like my advertisement to have a picture of a creepy house like this one. Now, this image, since I'm in the main view, it already has that checkerboard background, I know this isn't actually a PNG. So when I copy it and paste it into Photopea, it's going to have that checkerboard background, which is not what I want. So I can use the magic wand to get rid of that background quickly and easily. So I'm going to zoom in a bit so that you can see this better. And then I'm going to use my magic wand tool, which is the fourth tool down in my toolbox. I want to make sure that in my tool settings bar, I'm clicking on the second button that has both circles filled in. And when I click on the design, it's going to automatically select all of the black in this image, but only where the black is connected. Notice that these little lines that are completely disconnected from everything else were not selected, and these birds also were not selected. The Magic Wand tool works really well on simple images that just have one or two colors because it will let you select out large areas at once. If I wanted to include some of these birds in my image, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, I can click on the birds. Sometimes I need to click more than once to select the whole thing. And it will add the bird to my selection. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky. So once I have selected my house and I see I have those dotted lines all around the house, my next step is to go to my keyboard and hold down the Control, the Shift, and the I keys at the same time. You'll see when I do that, I have this inverse appear. It should only appear once. I held down for too long. But when I hold down those three keys and I get the inverse in my history, I can then hit backspace on my screen and it will get rid of the whole background, and all I will have left is the house that I had selected. Now, notice when I move it around, I still have that dotted line. The way you get rid of that is holding down on your keyboard Control D, and that will deselect. And then I can use my Move tool to move around my house, put it wherever I want it. You can do this with many, many images, but be careful what images you pick. For example, if I'm scrolling, I'm looking for a creepy house, I find something like this. This is a gorgeous drawing. I love it. But if I copy it and try and put it into my design, I make it bigger, and then I try and use the Magic Wand tool, it's only going to select smaller areas because there are so many different shades of gray. So it's going to kind of confuse the house. Now I could still try and use this. If I click around enough, it'll select most of the house. However, when I hold down Control, Shift, I, and hit backspace, it kind of is looking a little funky there, just little chunks of it missing. So I recommend sticking to simpler images with 1 or 2 colors like this one. All right, that will end much better for you. That's it for this video.